Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Here, just wanted to make you aware that there is really no change to the scenario at the moment. I simplified this move up a little bit. That allows me to keep this as a wave 4. Don't have to change it to a wave 2. Makes also the whole chart a little bit simpler, and it removes an entire 1-2 setup, which makes it a little bit more realistic. So I'm quite happy with how this looks now. All I did was to take 1-1-2 setup out, move this one that I think it was here before, moved it to here. That's an ABC with an overshooting wave B, and it just allows me to keep this wave 4 in place, even though it retraced more than expected. So from the low here to the wave 3 high, we retraced. Yeah, I mean, we retraced to the 50% FIB retracement, which is fine. We briefly dropped below it, but we didn't reach the 61.8. So at the latest, in a wave 4 scenario, it should actually now start to move up. If this is still a wave 4. If we go much lower and if we go below the now new high of wave 1 here, because I moved it, if we go below 20,061, then it will be invalidated. But even a move below 20,600 will be, again, it will be very unrealistic that it still is a wave 4. Unfortunately, we don't get those clear signals that we want at the moment from the market. Yeah, and that has to do with the uncertainty in the market. So at the moment, it is still unclear if this is a bullish scenario or the bearish one. So far, we still have not broken that resistance level. That is what I would hope will happen in the next wave up, in the wave 5, if it happens. By the way, I just see that now that we can actually draw a trend line here. Which is interesting. So that was just a pullback to a trend line as it seems, and we could now be ready to move higher. In the next move, if this is a bullish scenario, we need to move higher, and best evidence that wave 4 is finished, you will get above here, this high. Yeah, because this was a triangle pattern, this wave 4, where you had an ABC and the wave B was a triangle. So we're looking at this swing high here, 21,750, I would say. If we go above that level, yeah, basically above that resistance box here in red, that would be the best evidence we can get as early as possible that wave 4 indeed was finished. We need to break out to the upside impulsively. So that's currently how it's looking. Just wanted to quickly update you, important lows here remain the swing low of the wave 4, but key is the wave 2 swing low here to keep it all running, 19,271, and then 18,821, 18,606. These are the key support levels on the way down. So far we can focus here on higher, as long as also we hold this trend line. Looking at the bearish scenario, this could still very much be a WXY pattern, which is the corrective pattern. Again, we are here in a so-called bear flag. Very, very likely that we still see another lower low. We have to be prepared for that. Key support, if we make a lower low below 17,500, would be the 78.6% FIB level at 16,900. That would be massive support. And if we go below that, then we look at the area here all the way down to 10,600. There's various targets along the way that we could look at in a little bit more detail if we come down further here, and if we break out of that flag to the downside. A breakout of the flag to the downside would indicate that we are on the way, obviously, and are really breaking out, and that we are going to make a low below 17,600. So a move in particular, a move below 18,570 would, in my opinion, officially break this pattern to the downside, as you would expect it in the bearish scenario. So unfortunately, at the moment, both similar probabilities. I would give the bearish scenario currently a 60 to 65% probability. The bullish one, basically then a 35 to 40% probability. That's probably the highest one in the last 7 months that I gave a bullish scenario. Yeah, that's why we focus on it. Before that, my focus was always on further downside. That has changed a little bit since we have been in this sort of flag pattern or in this sideways range. and it's getting really interesting. So yeah, looking here further for further upside in the bullish scenario. Would be interesting to see if that is working out, and then finally get that fifth wave to the upside. But it is a struggle. Yeah, it is a clear struggle, and the signals are not as clear as you would want them to be. And I had a lot of requests, a lot of questions to talk a little bit about this Adam and Eve pattern, which is a potential reversal pattern. Yeah, so I mean, an Adam and Eve pattern, it is a possible reversal pattern where you come down, make a very sharp V-shaped reaction to the upside. Then you have a round, basically accumulation phase here with a higher low. Then you have a neckline, which would be this one here, or here at 21,700. You would then need to move higher, come down in a retest and move higher from there. Now here we did some kind of a retest, but it failed. So that could obviously still be a so-called Adam and Eve pattern, but you can, in the same way, you can see this now as an ascending triangle as well. If you want to, depending on how you draw this, you've got a horizontal resistance line and here an ascending trend line. So it could be an ascending triangle, Adam and Eve. It doesn't really matter how you call it. What, from an Elliott Wave point of view, you make a 1 and a 2. It's all the same stuff. Key is that we break this level. That is key. And of course, any pattern, there's never certainty, only probabilities. Even if you have a pattern that would break to the upside with 60-70% probability, you still have the unlikely event on the table as well, that it could just break out to the downside, that it could just not work out. Same way with any bullish Elliott Wave count, which could also fail. And then we just have to readjust the strategy and go to the next likely count. That's just what it is. And then base our strategy on the next likely moves. For me, in the bullish scenario, this is likely. So, but to make the bullish scenario more likely, I would want to see this fifth wave now to the upside. So it remains interesting. And hopefully you like the update. Oh, by the way, what I just see, this could also be seen as an inverse head and shoulders. Yeah, there's various reversal patterns at play here as well. Head and shoulders with a neckline. Again, the neckline is always the same, around 21,700. But again, hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, check out the channel membership, and also make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. You can find the links in the video description and also here at the end of the video. And there's additional content on Instagram and Twitter, and I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.